Hi, I'm Barb. Welcome to my craft studio. Today I'm going to do a review of the Totally-Tiffany Paper Organization Cart. I've been planning to do some of the Totally-Tiffany items, a little bit at a time because I have a lot of her products. But somebody messaged me on Instagram and asked if I would do this one, so I thought I would fulfill that request first. So here's a look at kind of the traditional uses of the cart and how I use it, which is a little bit different. Now here's the paper cart all loaded up with Totally-Tiffany paper handlers. That's what these ones are. I just have them laying on their side because that's how I like my paper. I like how it opens out front. And I have most of my solid color cardstock loaded on that. You can see it holds a lot of paper. There's a total of 10 of the paper handlers. There's 5 on each shelf. And there was even room to add my Martha Stewart scoreboard. And the lines on it don't come on there. I've gotten asked about that before. I just drew with a Sharpie every 1/4 of an inch, so I know. So it'd be easier for me to follow the lines because I was having issues. But anyways, that's the paper cart all loaded up with paper. Here's another more traditional use of the cart. I have paper on the bottom shelf along with my Martha Stewart scoreboard. And then I put one of Tiffany's desk-made items. This one's the 6 level stamp stadium, and it's got an assortment of ink and little wooden stamps. These are usually on my planner cart because that's where I typically use them. But if you are kind of a got a little, or you like to maybe plan in the other room, this might be a good solution because it's on wheels and you could load it. You could put different stuff on the bottom too. I just put the paper on the bottom and then one of the desk-made items. So there's a lot of different ways you could use it. I'm sure you could probably come up with way more than I have, but that's kind of a look at another one of the traditional uses of the cart. I wanted to show all of you how I currently am using the Totally-Tiffany paper cart. I typically have it down in my dining room or kitchen, depending on where I'm prepping, and I have 2 of the Totally-Tiffany 4-level stadiums from the desk-made line on the unit, and they hold my spices and seasonings. And it's like some of my liquid flavorings too, like vanilla and almond and whatever. But I wanted to show you how I'm using it because it is a little bit different. So anyways, that's how I'm using the cart. One thing I wanted to share that I forgot to mention in the first part of my video when I was doing it was that the cart does come with 4 stabilizer bars, so that if you want to load it with different types of things that maybe don't fit the entire space of the cart, it has these which go, I can't remember whether they go this way or the other way. They might go this way, but anyways, they go in there, but I can't put them in there because of these zip ties that I keep there. I just did that to give it a little bit of extra sturdiness because my spices don't weigh that much, and sometimes it wanted to pop out a little bit. And that could just be I didn't put it together quite right. But to me, and it probably would have stayed. I'll be honest, it would have stayed, even without the zip ties. But I just like the extra assurance of the zip ties, so I didn't have to worry about it, especially if it was being moved for, like when I carried it upstairs today to do this video. It was kind of nice to know that I didn't have to worry about it popping off. But anyways, these can go in there so that you could put like one, and I can't put it in all the way obviously, and I do think this is how it goes. I don't know how well it'll stay because it won't drop in there because of that zip tie, but you could put one there and one there. That one's longer. And one there. I think what it is the top one was meant to come out wider, and that's why I needed the zip ties on top. And that's why two of these are longer. But anyways, you could put two kind of there and two on the bottom, and you could put other things in there for maybe like punch boards, or if you had a trimmer that was not too oversized and you just wanted to put different tools on the cart, you could easily do that with the stabilizer bars. I just had it set up for a use outside my craft room, so I knew I would never need the stabilizer bars, so I didn't care if I hindered that use of it. But anyways, I just wanted to mention that it does come with them, so if you're thinking, oh, maybe I could use it for, and then thinking, oh, that won't work because that space is too wide, it might because of the stabilizer bars. Anyways, thanks for joining me. I'll catch you next time. As you can see, the cart is very versatile, and I like it a lot. If I had room in my craft studio, I'd have another one up here, but I have other carts up here, so there's really not room for this one. But I do really like it in my kitchen. I have a very small kitchen, so it's nice that I can have this one loaded with my spices, and I can slide it under my prep table, or a lot of times I do prep out in the dining room. I can just wheel it out there, and traditionally that's kind of where it sits, but if I need to, I can easily wheel into the kitchen if there's something I'm doing there for whatever reason. But I really like the cart. It's very sturdy and well made. It holds a lot of paper. You can really load it down. I'm very happy with the purchase. HSN carries it with and without the paper handlers, and they have it at a really good deal. I think there was only $10 difference between having it come with 5 paper handlers, which usually are about $10 a piece, and just getting the cart. So I just went ahead and got the paper handlers as well, because that made more sense to me, and I knew that I could put the paper handlers to use, which I did. Okay, I hope you enjoyed my look at how the cart can be used, how I use it, and my thoughts on it. It's very sturdy and well made, and like I said, holds a lot of weight. I definitely wouldn't think twice about purchasing another one. Thanks for joining me. I'll catch you next time.